Day, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Simisola Adeku. For everyone that have subscribed earlier, thank you very much. And if you are just watching for the first time, kindly click the subscribe button and please make sure you like, make comments and share. Thank you, and thank you so very much. God bless you. Yeah, the question I'm asking today is, are mother-in-laws really wicked? I have heard so many things about mother-in-laws, that they are wicked, they are witches, they are bad, they don't wish their daughter-in-laws anything good. I've even heard some people say, I've not given birth since. They've prayed for me. They said my mother-in-law is behind it. Some will say, I'm only giving birth to girls. They said it's my mother-in-law. She doesn't like me. That's why I will not have a boy. There is nothing I've not heard. So many things about mother-in-law. Why is it so? Every time mother-in-law, mother-in-law. If I may ask you, in case you are not married, would you still like to be a mother-in-law someday? I'm sure you will want to. As a young girl, very young, growing up, I see my mom showing love to everyone and teaching us also to love people, to love families, to love friends. And I saw her show so much love to everyone, including my father's family, including my father's mother, who happens to be her own mother-in-law. There has been so much love all around me. And by the time I gave my life to Christ, I also read quite a number of things about mother-in-laws. Books on mother-in-laws, and then giving my life to Christ helped me to read and study the Bible so well. But something happened. I got to a point in my life as a young girl. I wasn't married. I didn't even have an idea of who is going to marry me. Maybe I will say it's youthful exuberance or something. I don't know what to call it. But somewhere along the line, I just came to a conclusion that with all that I've been hearing about mother-in-law, I don't believe that they are wicked the way people put it. But I told myself, I said, in case they are truly wicked, I told God, I said, God, please give me a mother-in-law that is a witch. Are you surprised? That was the prayer I prayed. I said, God, give me a mother-in-law that is a witch. That by the time I get married to his son and she starts practicing her witchcraft, I will finish her with love. I told myself, I said, I will so love her, I will show her love that one day she will just go back to the coven and tell them, please, I don't want to be a witch anymore. I have seen real and true love. And that was the prayer I prayed. And after praying that prayer for some time, I forget about it and I continued school and everything. And finally, one day, the lovely guy came around, he proposed, I accepted, and then the journey to marriage started. Finally, we got married. He took me to his parents, his mom. I met her, we greeted, we talked, and after that, I visited several times before the wedding. And after the wedding, it was after some years into our marriage that I now remember that, I prayed one time, sometimes ago, I prayed that God should give me a mother-in-law that is a witch. But see, Mama, she's not a witch. She's a good woman, though she's a disciplinarian, but she's not a witch. She's a wonderful woman. God bless you, Mama. So when I saw that she's not a witch, there's nothing I could do than to still show her love. And even if she happens to be a witch, I would have still shown her. If I said I would finish her with love, and even now, I've been finishing her with love, and I'm always loving her. I love her so much. Actually, the society labeled mother-in-laws wicked. The society labeled mother-in-laws witches. The society labeled mother-in-laws wicked. It's because of the things people have had in the past. People have had so much bad things about mother-in-laws that when they get married, they're scared. Some are even scared of getting married. I don't want any mother-in-law to trouble my life. I don't want this. But my candid advice to you, in case you are not married, or even if you're married, please feed your mind with the right things. All these problems, they are as a result of what people have heard in the past. And I've said that earlier. You've heard so many bad things about mother-in-law everywhere. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law, mother-in-law. You need to feed your mind. As Christians, our guideline to life is the Bible. So, if you happen to be a Christian, the first thing is to pick your Bible and read. There are so many examples of mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws in the Bible. Good ones. You need to read them and check how did they relate? How was their relationship? And then you will see a lot of good ones. One particular one I love is the story of Ruth. Ruth got married to her lover, and somewhere along the line, the man died. But they were already living together. The mother-in-law was living with her. They were all living together. The husband died, and after the death of the husband, the mother-in-law said, "I'm going back to my people. I'm going back to my family." And Ruth refused to leave Mama alone. I'm sure she must have put herself in the shoes of the woman. Say, "Oh, if I leave this Mama, what will become of her? Her 2 sons have died. Her husband have died." Ruth was thinking good things towards her mother-in-law. She actually took her mother-in-law as her mother. And that is how it's supposed to be. Somebody else would have thought, this wicked Mama, she has killed her husband, she has killed her 2 sons, and now if I'm not careful, it will likely be my turn. So please, let her go back and meet her people and die. But Ruth didn't think that way. She's been showing love to her mother-in-law all along. And when problem came up, she still showed the woman love. She followed her back to her people, back to her town, to her people. And on getting back, she was still obeying the Mama, listening to her mother-in-law, taking instructions, following her, loving her, caring for her. And it pays off. She was rewarded. The Bible said Ruth belonged to the genealogy of Jesus Christ. So that is one of the major ways to feed your mind correctly. If you happen to be a Christian, read Bible. And of course, there are so many other books. There are books that talk about in-laws, how to relate well with your mother-in-law. There are 2 books. There are so many books I've read, but I can remember quickly 2 of them. One is The Mother-in-Law Dance. It's written by Annie Chapman. Annie Chapman. That's a very good book. I learned so much. And of course, I also read the book written by Pastor Bimbo Odukoya, Marriage. Yes, that's the topic. Marriage. Marriage by Pastor Bimbo Odukoya. There are so many other books. You need to go to bookshop, check online also. Look at topics. I always go to bookshops. I go to bookshops, I look at the topics of the book, I look at the author, I read a little bit, and then I pick. You need to go to the bookshop and pick books. It's very, very important. And please, you need to remove from your mind the bad things you've heard or the bad experiences of families and friends about mother-in-law. I said 3 things: how to feed your mind correctly, read your Bible, read books, get them from bookshops or online, and the third one that I've said earlier is that you should remove from your mind what you have had, especially the experiences of your families and friends. You must have heard some people say, "Oh, that woman, you know her very well. My mother-in-law, she's a witch. And then the person will start narrating the story. The person will never tell you that these are the things I did bad. And this is why my mother-in-law did this. They will always tell you the part that shows that they are good, while the mother-in-law, who the society have already labeled a witch, is bad. And then you will now have points to add to what you already had. So please, whatever they have told you, whatever experiences, even if the person is still in the marriage and is telling you, my mother-in-law is this, my mother-in-law is that, please ensure that you don't feed your own mind with such things. And I said earlier, you wouldn't want someone to wish that you die before she will marry your son. Peradventure, God gives you a son or two or even three, and then now here you are with sons. You have trained them, you have nurtured them, and you are waiting and trusting God that, they will soon start bringing home the lady they want to marry. Maybe they are 2, 3, or 4, no matter the number God has given you. But how will it look like, or how will you feel if you hear that one lady that wants to marry your son is praying that you should die before the marriage? Why? So that she will also not have this trouble of mother-in-law. You won't like it. You won't really like it. You feel so bad after suffering over these children, training them so hard. Why should someone wish me dead before marrying my child? So the same way, you won't want someone to pray that way. Don't pray that kind of prayer. Make sure if you're married, please forgive your mother-in-law. If you're not married, feed your mind correctly, remove the bad things you've had, and then you will surely enjoy your home. You will enjoy your mother-in-law. Please, mother-in-laws are not witches. Mother-in-laws are not bad. We'll talk more on mother-in-law next week, Saturday, same time. Thank you very much for listening. Don't